This is an intermediate English listening practice. It comes from Book 3 of the Intermediate English Comprehension series, which has over 3,000 positive reviews on Amazon. Listen carefully and use the subtitles to improve your vocabulary and comprehension.
Most people have heard of martial arts such as karate, judo and kung fu. However, a lesser-known fighting technique is Krav Maga, which has a curious history and is becoming popular around the world. The name Krav Maga is from Hebrew and is translated as contact combat. It was devised by a Slovakian Israeli called Imi Lichtenfeld. Lichtenfeld was born in the city of Budapest, Hungary, in 1910. His family later relocated to Bratislava, the capital of Slovakia. During his early life, he became interested in sports such as wrestling, gymnastics and boxing. In fact, Lichtenfeld won national tournaments in these sports between 1928 and 1929. During the mid-1930s, there were many attacks on Jewish people living in Bratislava, as anti-Semitism grew in Europe. As a Jewish man, Lichtenfeld was unhappy about this. Along with some other men, he began to protect Jewish neighborhoods. However, he soon realized that street fighting was very different from boxing, so he developed the system of Krav Maga. With the advent of the Second World War, Jewish people were in danger from Nazis, so Lichtenfeld left Europe on a refugee ship. He went to live in the Middle East, in the area that's now modern-day Israel, where he began to train fighters for Haganah, a military organization which later became the Israel Defense Force. Weapons can be used in Krav Maga. Because it's used in real-life situations, fighters can use any object they can find, such as pens, pencils, chairs, etc. Whatever will stop your attacker swiftly is allowed. Lichtenfeld worked with the Israeli military for over 20 years. When he retired, he decided to set up a martial arts school where he could teach Krav Maga to civilians. In 1978, he set up the Israeli Krav Maga Association, which was an organization to train civilians across Israel. Lichtenfeld died in 1998 at the age of 88. Although its creator was gone, Krav Maga carried on growing and started to spread outside of Israel. Because of its increasing popularity, some of Lichtenfeld's former students set up the International Krav Maga Federation. Today, most Krav Maga clubs use the colored belt system, introduced by Lichtenfeld, which is very similar to the system used in judo. It begins with a white belt and moves on to yellow, orange, green, blue, brown, and finally black. Once a fighter has their black belt, they move through 9 more levels called dans. Krav Maga is an excellent way to get in shape, although it's extremely physically demanding. In reality, Krav Maga is not a martial art, rather a fighting system used for defense. It's suitable for both men and women. If you're interested in learning Krav Maga, be careful when choosing a club. There are many gyms which say they teach it, but the instructors may not be properly qualified. Check out the International Krav Maga Federation's website for more information.
If you'd like the full text with comprehension questions and vocabulary explanations, Book 3 is available on Amazon. The link is in the video description below.